Well, we are going to deal with a Shakespeare play today, The Tempest. It is considered the farewell play of Shakespeare of his 37 plays. Like Merchant of Venice, it's a comedy, that is, in Shakespeare's words, all's well that ends well. The main action of the play is set on an almost uninhabited island. It can be taken as a romantic comedy. Romance means not love as you believe, it stands for an imaginative experience. Is love imaginative? Well, that depends. Imaginative love is all the more romantic. The play opens on a ship amidst a furious storm at sea. It appears that the ship will sink and all the passengers on board will die. This scene reveals that Shakespeare was acquainted with the language of the sailors. The scene introduces a moral that danger reduces the royal passengers and the common people to the same level. Calamity is a leveler of classes. We saw that during flood and now in COVID. The scene narrates the central action of the play. All the events that follow are connected with a storm. The tempest in the play cuts the characters off from their familiar surroundings. It forces them to acquaint themselves with new situations and surroundings. It provides an opportunity for them to re-examine their acts and establish new relationships. The opening scene takes us straight into the heart of action. Let's discuss the characters. Master. The captain of the ship is usually called the master. And then comes bosun. The spelling is Boatswain, but pronunciation is bosun. He is a subordinate officer of the ship, sometimes also in charge of stores. Now let's read out the play. The Tempest, Act 1, Scene 1. On board a ship at sea, a storm with thunder and lightning. Enter captain and bosun. Master, bosun, here master, what cheer? Master calls out the bosun. Bosun is ready to carry out the instructions of the master. Master, good, speak to the mariners. Fall to yearly or we run ourselves aground. Bister. So master is giving the warning to the bosun. Master instructs bosun to alert the sailors about the storm. Mariners means sailors. Yearly means here quickly, carefully, get ready to face the storm as the wind is pushing the ship towards land or shallow waters. We have to try and move towards the sea. So mariners enter immediately. Bosun, hey my hearts, cheerly my hearts, yeah, take in the topsail. Tend to the master's whistle. Blow till thou burst thy wind if room enough. Here, bosun is asking the sailors to remove the topsail, which is the precaution that is usually taken by sailors in such a situation to reduce the weight of the ship. It shows the extent of Shakespeare's knowledge of the seafaring. Bosun then addresses the storm. Blow till thou burst thy wind. It is to the storm. You can challenges the storm. You can blow as much as you want as long as we have the open sea to negotiate. Room enough means open sea. As long as we have the open sea to negotiate, it's okay for us. It is then the passengers, hearing the hue and cry, comes over to the deck. The King of Naples, Alonso, Ferdinand, his son, his brother Sebastian, Antonio, the present Duke of Milan, and Gonzalo, an old counselor, enters. Now here you see the conflict of power. The natural way of hierarchy is these are royal people. They are the royal people who enjoyed power in Naples and Milan, and they in a way try to take control of the situation. They are trying to re-establish their power. But King Alonso is speaking first. Good bosun, have care, where's the master, play the men. So he is trying to take the condition, take control of the condition by advising bosun, you face the storm courageously and ask your sailors to follow the instructions. And he is asking for the ship master. He is trying to say, you master, there is somebody above you. Here it is evident he is going to establish his authority by asking for the ship master, which irks bosun. Bosun tries to be polite. I pray, keep below. He is requesting him to keep below. Therein Antonio interferes rather rudely, asking for the ship master. Where is the master, bosun? Antonio's interference makes bosun lose his cool. He and his sailors were fighting against a storm and the passengers were interfering with their work. Do you not hear him? You mar our labor, keep your cabins, you do assist the storm. He blurts out the truth and warns them that they are helping the storm. Do you not hear him? Him here is the master. Don't you hear the master? You mar our labor. You are interfering with our work. Keep your cabins. Get to your cabins. You are helping the storm. Gonzalo tries to lighten the situation by telling, nay, good, be patient, asking all to be patient. Bosun, when the sea is, rather rudely states that he will be patient when the sea is patient. Hence, what cares these roarers for the name of king? To cabins, silence, trouble us not. Bosun points out that these roarers, roaring waves, here roaring waves are personified to show that they are above the king. They are controlling the situation. The roaring waves do not know the fact that the king is on board. Thus he defies the authority of the king on the ship. Gonzalo, good, yet remember whom thou hast aboard. Gonzalo tries to bring back the balance by reminding bosun that one of the passengers is of some importance. Bosun is unmoved. He will do what he has to do in order to save the ship, regardless of who is aboard. Thus, Tempest upsets the usual balance between commoners and royals.